GM guys, welcome back to the Ladders Club. Guys, new week, new opportunities. We've got events, we've got a lot of things happening, and the charts are screaming trades as well. So we're gonna be trading. I've got 3 trades, 2 from the last video and 1 a new trade with new levels and proper risk management. So we'll not waste much time. We'll straight away go into the video. If you're new, please consider subscribing. If you actually like the content, press the like button, and if you have any feedback, put that in the comment section and I'm gonna fix everything. Guys, let's go. Firstly guys, let's understand that nothing here is financial advice. Everything here is for educational purposes. If you're managing your own risk properly, then trust me, no one can stop you to become a profitable trader. Okay, we've been following this trend line on Bitcoin from a long time, breaking down. Obviously it has been breaking down. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but we still remain in a downtrend, and until the time we are in a downtrend, it's very scary to be taking quick long positions. All right, so we have to be very cautious with the trades that we are taking. Now we are taking trades. We took the hyperliquid trade. I posted this on Discord, I gave it on Twitter, and I also talked about it in the last video if you were here. Only 200 people watched the video, but for the people who took the trade, congratulations on this, and you should be taking profits as well. I've already taken TP2, now I'm in 50% of the position and I will let it run. Look, there are some FUDs happening with hyperliquid, I'm going to talk about them, but this trade was an excellent one. And now in the second part of the video, I'm going to give you 2 more trades with Athena and Pump Fund. So wait for those, please. Now guys, we know that Bitcoin is falling. Bitcoin is falling hard, and right now it's down like 35%, but it is normal. It happens in every single bull market. Like, if this is not a bear market, then these 30, 35, 40% drops are okay. Trust me. And these are buyable. Until the time we know that this is a bear market. I don't believe it's a bear market. I believe everything in macro world, is screaming that we are going to continue towards the upside. This is just a halt in that trend. Okay, so this is a halt in the trend. If you actually wanted to buy Bitcoin in your spot portfolio ever, then this is a very good time. Trust me. It's a very, very good time. I'm actually having, orders. I have orders to buy Bitcoin as well at lower levels. For example, I am going to buy some at 78k, and then I'm going to buy some at 74k as well. Right now, if you look at lower time frame, not lower time frame, on daily time frame for Bitcoin, you will see how Bitcoin right now is at a resistance, and this resistance is an important one. Obviously this resistance remain an important one. You look at the EMA ribbons. EMA ribbons are way too far from the price at the moment, way too far. So what can happen is, obviously the price can move towards the upside to the EMA ribbons and then come back down to lower levels, which is 75k level, and that is the level I'm eyeing to. That is the level that I'm eyeing for a spot buy. It is also the previous all-time highs. By previous, I mean the previous bull market's all-time high. That is the level I'm talking about. And it is going to be a proper discount of more than 40%. So that's going to be 41% discount on Bitcoin if that happens. But we will be prepping a short position if Bitcoin goes towards the upside and tags the EMA ribbon from the underside. At the moment, I do not believe that, the sky is clear for us to go towards the all-time highs in Bitcoin. So I'm very cautious. I'm very conservative in every single trade I'm taking. I'm not chilling stupid things over here. I'm actually making sure that everyone on this channel is following proper risk management. No trade in Bitcoin at the moment whatsoever. No trade for me on this ticker BTC. That is very simple. Okay, that is very simple. Now, why is Bitcoin falling? Now, I've been talking about why Bitcoin is falling because of several reasons. For example, Grayscale and Coinbase selling. For example, the Mstr FUD, rate cuts, and other things as well. ETF negative flows. But now we've got 2 things left: rate cuts and Mstr FUD, right? So, and also I believe that the rate cuts FUD is over. Why is the rate cut FUD over? If you look at the probabilities of a rate cut in December, which is 10th of December, we've got the FOMC. Right now, you've got a 71% chance of a possible rate cut, 25 basis point. So we are going to have a rate cut. If you were watching the previous video, which was 3 days ago, the rate cut probability was only 30%, and now it's 70%. So this is bullish. This is what the market wanted, and the markets have got it. The markets got what markets wanted. Now, the only FUD that remains, the only dark cloud that remains is the MicroStrategy FUD, right? Goldman Sachs also said, we expect another Fed rate cut in December, followed by 2 more moves in March and June that take the fund rates to 3 to 3.25%. And that is what Goldman is saying. So December rate cut is happening. There is no FUD there, and we should be happy about it because the markets can move towards the upside. But the biggest FUD, which is with Bitcoin right now and MicroStrategy, is this JPMorgan versus MicroStrategy. Now, so many people talking about boycotting JPMorgan. They are basically canceling their accounts from JPMorgan. But what people do not understand is that JPMorgan is actually the biggest investment bank in the world. They actually run the whole world. And people feel that, Bitcoin is too big and, Trump is too big. Yes, Trump is the president of United States. But, bro, JP Morgan actually runs the world. You need to understand that. And if JP Morgan is against something, then they will win it in the end. And they are not against something for no reason. They are against these firms, these crypto firms, for a reason. Maybe they want to make money out of this. Maybe they want discount on these stocks. Something is there. But the dark cloud is still there. If you look at the timeline of this whole thing, which started in September until now, this really looks like an orchestrated move. This looks like an orchestrated move from big firms against crypto. And this tweet explains everything very properly, like extremely properly. How they're fighting against crypto and how they want MicroStrategy, likes of MicroStrategy and MetaPlanet to go down, right? But we don't know where the end is going to be. So in my opinion, we should just stay calm in this whole situation and also believe that the news has already come out. So now we shouldn't be focusing on buying MicroStrategy or even charting MicroStrategy stock. We should actually be focusing on Bitcoin. We should actually be focusing on good altcoins. And the good altcoins are very limited in today's market. I've got an alpha watchlist for you. Look, I always talk about this alpha watchlist, which has Solana, Hyperliquid, Pump Fund, Zcash, Syrup, Morpho, and Athena. Now you can include and exclude a couple of things from it, but this watchlist is the one that I'm using to trade every single day, right? And I'm taking 2 to 3 trades a week. So it's no problem at all. Guys, no financial advice, but trust me, you have to be on the right side of the market, and being on the right side of the market is only possible if you've got right token selection. The first token I want to talk about is Hyperliquid. Now we bought the perfect level, right? I showed you the profit. Now I don't want to keep showing you the profit, but Hyperliquid is the token that I'm looking at. $30 tap was the perfect one, and now I'm looking for a double bottom kind of structure on this token. If you get a $30 tap again, you should be actually taking the trade. You should be taking the trade with same risk management, which is 5.5% stop loss, and you should be having TPs as manual. First TP at 32.5, second at 35, and then you should keep a moon bag for the trend line resistance, right? This is the trade I'm in right now. I'm in 50% of the position. But what is happening with Hyperliquid? Why is it falling so much? Hyperliquid is coming up with their first team unlocks. And people are saying, oh, they must not sell their tokens. They should actually restake their tokens and all of that. No. Team doesn't owe anyone anything or any explanation. It's their tokens. They can do whatever they want to. Obviously, they're not gonna, sell the tokens at once, but there will be OTCs and there will be supply on Hyperliquid. But the token is way too good. The token is excellent. Another 1.79 million in hype buybacks on Sunday. So this protocol is actually making money. So it's a cash cow, and it's also doing the buybacks. So even if the token unlock comes, firstly, it's a efficient market hypothesis news. So the news is already known. Now, when the supply increases, obviously there will be a little bit pressure on the price, but people are seeing how good the protocol is. The team should be allowed to take profits. And you should allow the team to take profits as well. Bro, they worked so hard. And we've been making money on this token as well. So it's no worries. Let them take profits. Let them take a little bit of profits. And trust me, people will see this as a discount. People are already seeing this as a discount. So much chatter going on about Hyperliquid. So in my opinion, $30 is a very good level. If it falls below, I'm going to be buying in my spot too. Right? I've got a stop loss for my leverage position that I've already talked about. Okay. The second token I want to talk about, this is very quick, guys. Look, these updates I'm doing are super quick. I don't want to waste your time because everyone's time is super precious. So Hyperliquid is the first one. Already showed you that I'm in 50% of the position. If it comes back, you can re-enter the trade. Now the second one is pump fund. I've got a limit order on this one. I'll show you. Here you go. I don't lie, guys. Now pump fund is the second trade I'm looking at, and it's coming down. It's coming down. Now let me show you in the chart what's happening. This was a head and shoulder pattern. It broke down, coming down, and now this is the target of the head and shoulder, and also confluence with the all-time low of pump fund. Now pump fund makes money. Pump fund actually does buyback as well. So I'm not talking about any stupid token here, guys. I'm talking about one of the best tokens in crypto at the moment, which is really good fundamentally, metrics wise, and looking good in charts perspective as well. Why? Because it's coming to the all-time low level, that is 2.2 bill FTV. Now my limit order is very simple, 0.002265. Mark it down, guys. Repeat, 0.002265. That is my limit order with a 5.5% of stop loss. And again, TPs are going to be manual. I'm going to be posting all the TPs on Twitter. You can be there. If you have any questions regarding any setup that I'm taking, that why am I taking this setup? Should I not take some other price? Or should I not take confluence of any other thing? Then put it in the comment section. I'm going to answer everything. Or just DM me on Twitter, guys. You can DM me on Twitter as well. So where am I taking this trade is, obviously I'm going to be taking this trade on my real account. Plus, look, we've got Athena long that I'm going to talk about in 2 or 3 minutes from now. No, 1 minute from now. So I'm already in that trade. But if you look at pump fund, what I want to do is I'm going to open this in my real account, but I'm going to open an order here. So let's set the price first. Here's the price, and I'm going to enter 4% of the portfolio, buy long. You have to keep a stop loss, guys. Without stop loss, you can't be trading without a stop loss. So I've got a limit order open now on pump fund. Very simple. Very simple. This is on Bitfunded, guys. Now Bitfunded has this Black Friday sale going on with me, and you can basically, you have to buy 3 and you'll get 3 free. So it's a 50% discount on bundle. Now link is in the description. You can buy that if you want to. If you don't want to, it's okay. Use your real account. Doesn't really matter. Now the third token. So I talked about Hyperliquid and the trade, which is $30. Very simple. Pump fund, my limit order, gave the limit order, stop loss and everything. TPs obviously on Twitter. Now third one is Zcash, which is in this range. Now best thing about Zcash is that it basically trades in ranges. Okay. Now this is the biggest range. This is the biggest ever range. Now it's coming to the support. It actually is coming to the support. Now, when it comes to the support, I'm going to be trying to trigger this thing. And it runs the opposite from the market as well. If the market goes down, this thing goes up. So I am basically looking for this support at $450. That is going to be my trigger. Very simple trigger. This is going to be a very small position, leverage position, very small, not a big one. Please make sure that you are not putting more than 2% of your trading portfolio in one trade. Very important. Trading is a very slow process, but it's a sure process when you actually use proper risk management and when you learn how to trade. Okay, so $450 is what I'm looking at. 5 to 5.5% stop loss again, very similar, right? So if you're on 3x, then your 5.5% stop loss becomes into 3, right? That's 16 point something percent. That's how it works. Please understand, that's how it works. All right. And TPs are going to be manual again. So this is a quick trade. Now Athena, which is already open for me. So I have an Athena long position over here. You can see on Bitfunded, it's running. What is the position? The position is very simple. Athena is at a very good level and it's already also given a deviation over here. So I am in the trade now, very close to the break-even price right now. So you can buy now. The stop loss is going to be below this wick. So the stop loss, if you say, is going to be around 8%. The leverage has to be 2x. The leverage cannot be more than 2x on this one, guys. Leverage cannot be more than 2x. It's a very good level. It was a support in April and May as well as June and July. So this whole year, this level has been a good support. We have seen a lot of selling in Athena, and I think it's going to go up towards the mean now. And the mean is this trend line. Also, if you open the EMA ribbons, let's say, then the EMA ribbon says that the price can actually move towards the upside because it's super oversold. Price can move towards the upside and then it might come down. But our trade is very simple. Right now it's at a support and we only buy at support. We never sell at support. We never ever sell at support. Very simple. Okay. So this is the trade. It's on Bitfunded. No, this is the wrong one. This is the right account. I am running the trade on Bitfunded at the moment. Link is in the description, guys. I hope you enjoy these, small updates. These are like 7 to 8 minutes, and I'm talking about a little bit of, what's happening in the markets, Bitcoin, and not wasting much time on charts like Ethereum that do not matter. I'm actually going into the trades, the actual trades that I'm taking. I'm showing you everything. I'm being very transparent, guys. I want this community to grow, and I want everyone to be very disciplined while trading. This is very important, right? Using proper risk management is the key. You cannot buy something and be like, oh, let's hope for it to go up. No, there is no hope in trading. Then you are not treating this as a business. And I don't want you to be in my community if you don't want to treat this as a business, guys. Please understand. Now, I'll take your leave, guys. Press the like button, please. Subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.